Welcome to this video where I'm going to be explaining how to do two things. How to disable a game object when it is clicked, and how to disable the object of your choice when a different game object is clicked. So let's get started. The first demonstration is going to be clicking an object and having that object disappear. So first we're going to create a square, create sprites, square. So I create a square sprite, and then if I drag that into our scene, we have created this square object. We're going to add a box collider 2D box because we have a square, and we need the collider 2D because this is a 2D object. The collider is going to detect that the square has been clicked. Next, create your scripts. You can do that by, again, right-clicking, create, all the way up to C# script this time. I've already created my script right here. I'm going to open that up. In this first demonstration, all we really need is this one method, void on mouse down. So once we click the mouse, so when mouse has pressed over the collider, that's why we need a collider, this happens. This GameObject.setActiveFalse means that the object will become disabled once it's clicked. But it's not any object. It's going to be this .GameObject, which means whatever object this script is assigned to, that object will be disabled once it is clicked. What I mean by this is when we attach the script to the square, as we're going to do right now, having added this script to the square, if we click on the square now, the square itself is going to disappear. However, what's great about this script is that I can add it to multiple shapes. So let's say I wanted the same thing to happen, but with a circle. I can create the sprite, add it to our scene, give it a circle collider because it's a circle, and then I can attach the script so that now I'm just going to move our circle so we can actually see it. Bam. If I were to play and I were to click on the circle would also disappear and the square. And that's because we're using this .GameObject, and this for the circle, this is now the circle, and for the square, this is considered the square. Now let's say I wanted to click on the square and disable the circle. I'm gonna remove this script first from the circle, and we're going to change the script a little. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a public game object, and what we're going to do is we're going to assign this game object that we're creating right now to the circle, so that if I do anything to this game object, it's really going to happen to the circle. So instead of this game object .setActiveFalse, we're going to change it to circle .setActiveFalse. Save the script. Now we have to go back to square, and we have to assign this game object. So I'm going to drag my circle. So we created this public game object before, and here we're telling the inspector what game object we wanted. So we wanted this circle. Now we can play, and once we hit the square, the circle should disappear. So this script allows you to disable a different game object, while this .GameObject allows you to disable that individual game object in which this script is attached to. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have learned something that you can implement into your own project.